demo we are checking out a drum machine in pedal form, introducing BeatBuddy 2 from Singular Sound. You've probably already heard of the original BeatBuddy, which is about 10 years old now, very popular, and I think the revamp they've absolutely nailed in my opinion. The sound quality of the samples is amazing. They've sampled, actual drummers and they're very high quality. They've managed to make the pedal both rugged and sleek. It's got a really, really premium feel, and shout out to whoever designed the user interface. It is effortlessly intuitive. It's got a nice big screen, really simple controls, and a really well thought out way of navigating between all the settings. You've got stereo inputs, stereo outputs, and a headphone out as well. And you can connect your guitar straight in. Just jack from your guitar straight into the BeatBuddy and be able to hear your guitar and the drums through the headphones or the main left and right outs. For the demo though, I've not connected my guitar up to this because I'm recording that separately, and I've got the BeatBuddy 2 going separately into my audio interface. So you don't need to have anything connected into the BeatBuddy to hear the drums. Before we get started, let's have a little look at the user experience and the controls. Now you've got 3 knobs at the top here, drum set, tempo and volume. All of these you rotate to scroll through the settings and you press to select, okay? The volume control you can either use, if you press on it, you note that it changes there to headphones, right? So I can change the headphone volume or I can change the main volume, right? And you'll notice that the relevant icon is selected. I'm going main volume because I'm going from the main left output into my DAW via my audio interface. What that also means is you can mix the overall volume of the drums with any inputs that you've got going in as well, which is nice. Then we've got the drum set knobs. So if I press this one, note that we can go through all these drum sets here. We're going to have a good look at these. Note though there's some HD ones as well. I believe those are new to BeatBuddy 2, and as you'd expect they're going to be a bit more high quality than the already amazing ones anyway, to be honest. Now there's a couple of ways that you can navigate through the settings. You can use these 2 knobs here, or you can use this multi-directional kind of pad. So first off with the knob, as I say, you press that and you can change the drum set. Now the tempo knob, as you'd expect, changes the tempo. Pretty straightforward, right? You also have the option to do a tap tempo if you press this sucker here. This is a multi-directional pad, right? So if I go up into all the different settings, so if I go into Ballad Mini, hit the select as the tap button, I can go down and select different options under that one, right? If I go back, it takes me back a step. If I go back again, it takes me back to the main menu, right? You can do that as well with these knobs. So if I press on the tempo button, I can scroll through these as well, right? And then I can say I select with that, and I've changed it that way, right? Alternatively, you can go and do it this way, right? So up to you which way you want to do it, but it's really, really easy to use. So to start a loop, you can either use one of these 2 buttons, right? If I use this right one, starts the loop. If I press that button again, it pauses it or unpauses it. To stop the loop, you press this left one twice. And if there's an outro for that particular patch, then it'll play that and then stop the song, okay? Now you can also start it with this left hand knob as well. Now the default settings for this knob, and you can assign different actions to this if you want, would be to start, but it would also play any intro that was there, right? Note when I press the other one, it just started straight away, but this side will play an intro first, like this. And then you're into the song, right? Tap it again and it'll do a fill. No, it said 1 of 2. If I press it again, it'll play 2 of 2. So you've got a couple of different fills, right? If I press and hold, it'll transition. Note it says part 1 of 2. You'll see it transition to the second part. And as soon as I let go, it transitions. So really, really simple to use, right? And as I say, double press and you're out of it, okay? Now there's also some foot pedal accessories. You can see I've got this in front of me here, which I'll go into in a little bit. This is the Singular Sound Superswitch, as gorgeous looking as the pedal, to be honest. That'll unlock a load more features, but as I say, we'll have a look at that in a sec. Let's go through a couple of song examples, shall we? So we'll start this one off. Let's have a little look through some of the other categories, shall we? So we've got, I'll use the pad here to go through it. So let's select blues, okay? Let's do a 12 bar. See it loading up the drum beat there. Let's have a quick jam, shall we? Let's try another one. Let's go for Brazilian. How about a bit of samba, right? Let's have a look at another one, shall we? So if we go back, brushes and beats. Let's try that one. Now, I'm going to show you some settings that you have with the Superswitch, okay? So position 1 does like a little accent. Footswitch 3 jogs it onto the next section. So that does that transition. Number 2 goes back to part 1, right? Number 5 does double time. And 4 goes half time. Press it again. And number 6 ends the patch, right? Let's race through a few more of these, shall we? Country shuffle, perhaps. Go to a bit of drum and bass. Let's try some of that action. That's quite nice, but I'm going to change the drum set, right? And you can hear it as soon as it loads up. Bit of funk, got to be 16ths, isn't it, really? How about some metal? Nice. What else we've got in here? We have odd time. That's cool. So we've got 5/4, 7/4, 7/8. You know what we've got to play in 7/8, don't you? 154. Got another one for this as well. We're going to change the tempo though. Let's make that about 130 beats per minute. Kick it off. Punk. Must have some rock as well, hey? Let's try 95. Ones we got. How about a bit of techno? There's a really useful starter guide that comes with the unit, and at the back there's a load of really useful online stuff that accompanies this, just to help you get the most out of it really. So you've got BeatBuddy Manager Online, which is a web app, allows you to edit and organise all your bits and pieces, also allows you to create your own drum sets and entire songs as well. There's also a song matcher. I'll put all the links to these in the description below, and there's loads, thousands in there, loads of Pearl Jam, Nirvana, all sorts of good stuff. Which brings me to the next feature called Autopilot. That is a new feature for this, where you can program in an entire song and it'll just run through the whole song as an accompanying piece, right? But you still have the ability to put in your fills, you know, or go skip in between like sections and all that sort of stuff if you've got the Superswitch or the other pedal that comes as an accessory. So loads you could do with this. I really hope you've enjoyed the demo. I'm going to play you out with Smashing Pumpkins 1979 with me noodling about with the Footswitch a little bit. See you soon.